Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Well,
Good
or
morning.
good morning from Pockets, or good morning or afternoon. Good afternoon, because it is afternoon.
It is.
It's 12:15. So good afternoon. It's again. That's why it's Sunday coffee talk and not Sunday morning coffee talk. Sabian went and got the vaccine for the unnamed virus of unspecified and unknown origins yesterday, the first round. So I woke up not feeling the greatest.
Some lab rats escape from the lab and see what the fuck happens.
So I woke up this morning not feeling the greatest, which is probably why I slept in a little bit later. But yes, good morning to Vane and good morning ISB, or as close to morning as I was able to make it. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm sitting here just kind of rambling and not sure that you guys can hear me, but I'm gonna assume. Maybe I should type that in too, just to make sure, because if you can't, then that wouldn't be helpful. But anyways, it's been a very interesting weekend so far. Basically low key. Was gonna try and mow my lawn today, but
Yeah.
feeling a little weak.
Do you see the clouds out there? They ain't gonna let you.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not worried about the clouds. That just might hold up. Okay, cool. You can hear me. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you very much for the confirmation.
You don't mow your lawn in the rain.
No, it's not raining though.
It doesn't.
Pockets is telling me not to tame the jungle, which
If it's raining, I'm sorry. You want to get your blades all dull? Go ahead. You're the one that's gonna have to sharpen them.
well, I mow with a weed whacker. I'm not worried about the strings getting dull. It lives.
Ooga booga.
Ooga booga.
I just woke up at 12 o'clock.
And the child is awake.
Hi. I'm leaving now to make an egg. No, I'm not. No one make this road.
Are you lacking ambition?
Oh, you heard that we're having breakfast.
Apparently, I might be shedding, so don't hug me.
Yeah, get away from Daddy.
Well, even though she's already had
She's
it.
got it. It doesn't matter.
I want to hug my father.
Yeah.
You can't hug your father.
This is illegal.
Yeah. This is as far as you can get.
ISB, you cannot.
I hug
Okay,
you.
cool. All right, you can now.
Yeah, and you
Sweet.
And
Okay. Maybe I might have lost connection there for a second, but the child is awake. Child has joined us.
If I get the Rona again,
Okay, cool.
then it's fine because I've dealt with it before and I won't die because I didn't die last time.
The Rona.
Because I'm too
The Rona.
stubborn to die.
The unspecified virus of unknown origins. Cool. All right. Glad we got the audio issues worked out. Not sure if it was me. Probably could have been me. Good morning, ISB. How are you? Good morning.
Stop looking at my feet.
Thank you to all who checked out the Locust Lake premiere last night. I know I really enjoyed it. I actually really like that story. I really like how it came out. Ton of work. I think that one had. I mean, I know it had over 100. I want to say that one actually had more than the finale. The finale had 137 voice lines and has 90 sound effects. The story last night had more voice lines and less sound effects. So I think it was 150 voice lines and something like 67 sound effects or something like that. So it was a bit of a beast to put together, but man, I freaking love that story. Like the work definitely made it worth it. So I'm really glad you liked it, ISB. Very, very, very much so. Want to make sure that, you know, if we're giving Locust Lake a send-off, we're going to give it a proper, true, action-packed, disgusting, emotional send-off. Well, I mean, that's what you do, right? Like if you're going to kill off Casper Stoical, I mean, that guy has dealt out some sound effects over the course of like 25 stories. So it felt good to, like, you know, if you're going to kill him off, you add in every sound effect you freaking can, and you make that death glorious. I mean, that's how it was written. Doughboy wrote it that way, So I had to make sure it
Not up to
conveyed
the
that.
expectations.
Exactly.
That was
The
funny.
child puts it so precisely.
During
Awesome, Devane.
last
I'm
night.
very happy you liked it. I know that you ended up having to check it out late. So did Doughboy, and he's the author. So I mean, I'm happy that you were able to check it
Hey.
out. So
Well, now that you're
yes, I know a lot of people were very sad because Casper died and Jacob died. Shiloh drowned. So it was a lot of hard hits in there. We also learned though that Shiloh has children, which is right in the beginning of the story. That's something I've been wanting to talk about now for years. Well, not years, but a year. When Doughboy sent these to me, he actually sent them to me
back here.
long before I read them. But I don't typically read stories before I narrate them. Because I spend so much time narrating large stories that sorry, I had to clear my throat there. Anyway, I spend so much time reading large stories that it's hard for me to take the time to go ahead and Devane, it left on a cliffhanger, right? I can't tell you what's going to happen after the story ends. I can't tell you how the finale opens and ends and stuff like that, but I can tell you don't have to wait those 2 weeks. the last Locust Lake, the finale is this coming weekend. So that cliffhanger will be resolved. Can't tell you either way that it goes, but Shiloh does have children now, which again, that's something I've been wanting to just like blow up about, like and not just children, she has twins. She's a twin boy and girl named Mackenzie and Seth. This was Doughboy's idea. I remember he told me, he's like, you really should read these, and I didn't for a long time, and finally I did, and I got to this story right here and found out that Shiloh had children and Alexia was actually what's her name? God, I wrote down Lillian. Kept on wanting to say Linda. Lillian was actually Alexia, and then Shiloh, she drowns at the end. And I was like, oh my God, what? And I rushed to that last story to read it. And I'm also going to let you know that there are some huge revelations in the final story as well. It really helps to wrap everything all together. Good morning to Zombified. Good morning or good afternoon. Just want to put that out there, man. How are you? You did absolutely fantastic with your lines. I just want to say, Zombified played Jack in Locust Lake Something Wicked and Locust Lake Something Woeful. And then Casper curb stomped his head against a gravestone and splattered his brains all over the place. So that's where he died in last night's story. But you did a fantastic job voicing his lines.
That's always nice to read somebody just crunch.
Well, just like
just between friends.
It's not. Hey, I'm going to be in a Locust Lake. Am I going to die? I mean, it's usually a given. You're probably going to die. So it's usually, how am I going to die?
It's two people.
And Zombified, he got to play in 2 consecutive stories. His character didn't die off right away, and I kind of liked that death scene. It was
Terry stopped.
It was kind of beautiful. I just got to say.
Yeah, when Terry was listening to it, he said, "I had to stop and pause this and text you. You did a really good job." I'm like, okay. Like,
yep, Pockets played Lillian / Alexia for the last 2 stories, and she also played Dr. Clark in this last story.
I like playing the evil bitches. So,
yeah, man, it was a good time. It was a really good time. It was really awesome to have you on. The premiere page for the finale is up, and so is the trailer. The trailer for the finale is also up, but it's only on the premiere page for the finale. So there's no you can't just go watch the video, the trailer. You have to actually go to the premiere page, and then the preview for the video will pop up. Also realized last night when I was setting up the premieres can be different now. No more stupid porn music in the freaking beginning. You can pick different kinds of settings like dramatic
Thank
or
God.
science fiction and stuff like that, and all the different kinds of motifs come with their own different music.
The first time I heard that, I was like, "Are we watching a porn?"
So I can
Because
actually
Shiloh was
change up the premiere page now. I can change up the premiere. Locust Lake, Fear Street treatment, Devane, that the Locust Lakes being like in a Channel Zero or a Netflix series or something like that, or even like I'm just waiting for a fan film. I'm just waiting for somebody to make a fan film about these, and then my life will be complete. It's actually something that Doughboy and I have both kind of like, dreamt about as kind of the ultimate dream that will probably never happen. Silence of Locust Lake was not the first story to come out, but it was the first story written. The first story to come out was my story, A Stony Heart in the Blackwoods. The Stony Heart of the Blackwoods. Doughboy's Drowned Boy, or not the Drowned Boy, The Silence of Locust Lake was actually the first story written, but it wasn't written as a story. It was actually written as a movie script. Then I came out with my channel and came out with my own Locust Lake Blackwoods story and convinced him to take his movie script and turn it into a story. So he came out with a story, the prequel to it, and then he came out, which was The Drowned Boy, and then he turned that into a story adaptation. But basically the series was originally intended to be like a live action movie or a series type thing. Good morning, Maurice. How are you? Good morning.
That was the name of the dog in the Princess Diaries.
It was. It was the name.
That was the standard
dog.
poodle. Beautiful dog.
So, but yeah, that was always the intention. Very happy to finally reach this point in the Locust Lakes where I can finally reveal that Seth and Mackenzie are Shiloh's children. So again, not sure how many or if anyone's even caught on to this yet, so I'll put this out there. The week that Locust Lake Something Wicked came out, which is actually when Seth and Mackenzie make their debut, right? You don't know that they're Shiloh's children yet, but they're in that story. They're in the first one, Something Wicked. The Tuesday before that story came out was a Lawson Lament story called The Unknown, Lawson's Lament, The Unknown. And it had two people played by Somber and Mary P, who were at Lawson Lake Campground helping to hunt the evil there. And they met up with someone played by Beautiful Nightmare in the parking lot at the end. And they're obviously using fake names of Dana Kimmel and Kane Hodder. Basically, that was a setup for Seth and Mackenzie in Shiloh, them visiting Lawson Lake before they went to Locust Lake for Something Wicked. So I didn't actually point that out, but that was very calculated. That was Seth and Mackenzie and Shiloh showing up in a Lawson Lament story. So, boom, kazoom, revealed. Good morning, Fuzzy. How are you, man? Very much hope you enjoyed the premiere last night. It definitely seemed like people that were there did enjoy themselves. I absolutely loved that story. And again, from Doughboy as well. Just want to tell all the voice actors that might be watching this at a later point in time or are here right now, such as the Zombified. Doughboy also says that, everybody did a fantastic job. He was really blown out of the water with how well everybody did. So I just wanted to go ahead and relay that for my co-author as well. But definitely confirmed. Feel the same way. Also, if anybody's seen the new Candyman movie, please let me know how you enjoyed it. Don't give me any spoilers or anything, but I've been dying to see it. Not able to make it to a theater at the moment to go watch it, and have been looking for a link to go ahead and watch it, but I haven't been able to find one yet. So if any of you have seen it, just let me know if you've liked it. Oh, you did. You did enjoy it. You did like it. But yeah, if you guys liked the Candyman movie, let me know, because I'm very interested. Been kind of psyched for about 2 years. I don't know how much more I can take. So, but yeah, big reveals coming in the Locust Lake story to come. Been preparing for Halloween since April. Special guest going to be there for night 1 of the 13 Days of Halloween. Very special guest. So hopefully and please check out the 13 Days of Halloween. It's going to be as entertaining as it was fun and elaborate to create. So, oh, you are dying to see it. Yeah, I'm. Oh, just no. Yeah, I'm. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. There's a lot of little things thrown in there that only fans of like the original, like real, like, you know, hardcore fans of the original would realize. It's not a remake. It is a sequel. So I'm very stoked for Candyman 4. Damn it. That's what I'm calling it now. It's Candyman 4. Don't watch the third one. Like, you can just skip the third one and you're not missing anything. Second one's really good. I liked Farewell to the Flesh. Putting that out there. It's a good movie. Now I got the urge to watch the Candymans again. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing, and I'll tell you why. Because Pockets and I have so many horror movies, and I'm talking over, I would say, 2,000. So many horror movies that we tried to do for a couple years a horror marathon in October. And this is back when I worked construction, and there was times when I'd be laid off and stuff like that. So there was times, man, where I was home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we'd have non-stop horror movies on and never repeat the same movie all month long and not be able to get through them all. There was still movies that I didn't get to watch that I haven't seen in a really long time. So we've decided now to restart our movie marathon in September. September 1st, we start a 2-month-long movie marathon. So the fact... Why would you start a horror movie marathon in November?
Oh, sorry.
September. Shiloh just woke up.
Why don't we start it in September?
We are.
Okay, good.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm deaf.
In September 1st, we start a 2-month-long horror movie marathon. So for 2 months, it's back-to-back horror movies, all the greats. So yeah, I'm stoked. Very, very stoked. Very excited for Halloween. I live with Halloween in my soul every single day of the year. It is literally my favorite holiday. Also going to be attending HorrorCon this year. Should have a booth. I'll have, books for sale and stuff like that. But basically, I'll be there to, meet and greet, mingle a little bit with maybe some other content creators. If you guys do want to go, it is 100% free. You do need a computer to attend. You can go in VR, but it's only Steam VR. You can't use the Oculus Quest to go. So you do need a computer to attend, but the software is completely free. So you download Steam, which is free. Then you download VR Chat, which is free. And then you join the VRCon Discord. And Mr. Creepypasta and or his team will go ahead and post world links in the Discord. And then you click on the link in the Discord, and it loads up the world for the horror convention. And we'll put you into it. So it's all... Like I said, it's all completely free, and it's going to be a blast. So if you guys are able to go, I encourage it. This would be the second one. Last year was really huge. They had all kinds of panels and, writers' tips and special guests and stuff like that. It lasts 5 days, and I imagine because this is the second one, it's going to be even bigger this year. Welcome back, ISB. So, but yeah, if you guys can go, highly recommended. It's going to be a ton of fun. Mr. Creepypasta, he's very interactive with everybody there. He's very friendly. He brings everybody to different worlds. We play games and we discuss things and stuff like that. It's a good time. I'm very excited. And I was very lucky to be a part of the very first horror convention in VR last year. Actually was a moderator and had a booth. So that just kind of felt good to hit that landmark as a personal milestone. Please keep in mind, I did just wake up not feeling well, so if I sound a little under the weather or I'm rambling a little bit, that's probably why. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people that missed the first one. There was a lot of people there, but this one's gonna be even bigger. I don't know anybody that went to the first one and isn't going to the second one, and I know more people that are going this year, booths and everything, that didn't go last year. So this one should be even bigger and better. Oh yeah, I'm okay, ISB. I ended up going and getting the vaccine yesterday. And just I woke up this morning feeling a little under the weather, and that's why. So it's to be.
I can't hug my father.
And yes, Shiloh is upset because she cannot hug her father because I am shedding.
Even
Is
though
what
I've
I was
had
told.
COVID before.
You've had the unknown virus of unspecified origins.
I've had
Now-
She was over
coronavirus.
2 weeks.
The
Doesn't matter.
virus.
It doesn't
The
matter.
reason why you
And
don't,
I didn't die.
because YouTube typically has issues if you mention the unknown virus of unspecified
they don't-
origins by
They don't
name.
monetize your videos.
Yeah, they'll unmonetize it. And I honestly don't really care if the Blood and Beans ends up monetized or not. This is just casual. It's fun.
Yeah.
I do monetize them, but because believe it or not, they do get watched. I'm actually surprised because it's literally just me usually rambling into a microphone with my family over my shoulder.
Yeah, that's
And-
called a podcast.
That's true.
We're the special guests
You're
every single time.
well, you're not special guests. You're co-hosts.
But we're special.
Well, that's true. You are very
We're
special,
special co-hosts. Mom.
but you're co-hosts. Blood and Beans isn't mine. It's ours.
That was cool.
It is. It was. My first shot, yes, it was. It was my first shot. Yes, HorrorCon VR.
I was
That's exactly what that is.
We were
Devane,
making-
HorrorCon VR.
We were
um,
making acronyms out of the days of the week.
Let me. I can if you send me an instant message on Twitter, send me a DM on Discord, send me an email, ashlin002 not Yahoo, gmail.com. I'll go ahead and put it into the chat. If you want a link to their Discord, just let me know and I can go ahead and send you an invite to it, and then you'll have everything that you need to be able to go ahead and make it work and go to HorrorCon. And hopefully I should see you there. I'm planning on being there one way or another. I mean, that is the idea. I haven't got my booth acceptance letter yet. They did send out something on Twitter notifications saying that there were delays. So if you haven't received your letter yet, don't worry, don't panic, stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure I will. I had a booth last year, so I'm confident I'll have one this year. But either way, I'm gonna go. There's no doubt about that. So, what?
I think you do have a booth.
I'm supposed to.
Yeah, and I think I saw it in the mail. On your mail, because my mail is your mail.
I mean, I can check my mail again, but I just checked it this morning and there was nothing in there from the horror convention.
Yeah, I think it was Yahoo.
No, they don't have that address.
Oh.
That's not the address I used.
You're weird when you use Yahoo as your web browser. No,
Slimebee says it was a horrifying failure. HorrorCon? I don't think so. If that's the same convention that he's talking about, and maybe he just didn't have a good experience. I really don't know. I haven't really interacted with Slime Beast too much. He did comment on one of my videos once. And he was very nice, very pleasant. So I've got nothing bad to say about the guy. So I'm assuming maybe he just had a bad experience. Yes, he does say a lot of things, and I am aware of the controversy that surrounds him. But you guys know me. I always go off of personal experience with people. Some people just have bad days. Some people have stigmas and all that kind of stuff. So personally, I mean, when I interacted with him, and again, this was a few years back, he was very nice and very professional, and he caused me, absolutely no trouble. I mean, I can, not everybody can say that, So he's been all right to me. But yeah, maybe he just had a bad experience with HorrorCon for some reason. It was a little light on traffic. Of course, a lot of people go to the panels and stuff like that. But I mean, I stood at my booth a lot during HorrorCon last year, just standing at my booth and talking to people that walked by and stuff like that. And I always had a small group of people standing right in front of my booth, talking amongst themselves and asking questions about my books and stuff like that. So I had a good time. I got to meet a ton of people there. It was really the first time I actually got to talk like one-on-one with Mr. Creepypasta, with Spike. Also got to meet, I met Trollforce there. He's a level designer for video games, which is really freaking cool. It's where I met Somber. I know a lot of you guys know Somber Puppet. He's basically become one of my best friends, and I met him at HorrorCon. So I had a really good experience while I was there. See, I have a VR headset. I have an Oculus Quest. But you still can't use that to go to HorrorCon. You need a computer that is strong enough to run virtual reality and have a headset like an Oculus Quest or an HTC Vive or something like that that can connect to your computer and go and can utilize the Steam version of VR chat, because it has to be through Steam on a PC. I go on desktop. My computer does not support VR headsets. It's not strong enough. My computer is basically a glorified abacus. It's ancient.
It is.
That's hilarious, though.
Our
I love
computer is an artifact.
It's an abacus.
It's an artifact. It's slow, and I can't play gotcha Pokemon.
But it is strong enough to go in desktop mode. So I can go in desktop mode to the horror convention. It's what I did last year. And the good thing about that is because I can go in desktop mode, my daughter can go, my wife can go. I can put the convention on my 50-inch flat screen, and everybody can go to the convention. So
I can be there in person.
Yeah, definitely give it a try. A more modern laptop should definitely be able to run VR chat. I know some laptops struggle, but I'm pretty sure like more modern laptops can run it. It's relatively demanding, but it's not extremely demanding. It's not like trying to run Doom 2016 or something like that on your computer, which again, by today's standards, really isn't all that demanding for a computer made in 2021 or 22. So if it can run Doom, you can definitely run VR chat.
Speaking of laptops, my
I mean, Zombified, if you can use a Game Boy to log into the horror convention, then more power to you. But you have to record a video of that shit, because that'd get a ton of views. I don't even know how that'd be possible, but yeah, do it up. I'm all about it. You might have to hook up a really powerful processor though.
anyway, speaking of computers, my big fluffy cat, who has been missing for 3 days, sat on my computer because I went to go to the bathroom, as one does. And then she just went boop-a-doop-a-doop, plop. And then she sat on my computer after she walked on it and then flattened down the screen. It was like, this is a good idea for me to, just sit down right here. I won't kill anything. She killed something. And it was my computer screen. So now I need a screen replacement.
Well,
I need a whole new computer. My screen went and my
we need a new desktop anyway. So depending on, again, this is something we can discuss when we're not on stream.
Stream, hello, you're in the family discussion now.
Certain things pending. The idea would be to get a new desktop, something that's more powerful. Get you a new laptop, and put this desktop in her room.
I know I'm alone.
You wouldn't need anything more powerful than this.
But
She doesn't need it. She's 11. I'm sorry, she does not need it.
By this time, she would be 12.
But all I need
She'll
is
be
a
12 if she
screen
does not need it.
replacement.
Rather have her have a desktop than a laptop.
I would rather have a laptop than
I
this.
know.
Especially that desktop because it sucks.
Actually, it doesn't. I'd rather use this than my laptop. And my laptop's more powerful than your Chromebook was. This really
My
isn't. It's
laptop.
not.
My
It's not that
laptop
this is
isn't
fast.
filled with a bunch of different things. I don't get 700 pop-ups
I
when I
clean-
want to go on Netflix.
I cleaned this is because of the stuff that you've downloaded, sweetheart.
Then just delete my profile, father.
No, I've already gotten rid of everything that's slowing it down. Anyway, this computer isn't that bad. It's got 8 gigs and an i5 quad core inside it, so it's not fantastic. I bought it brand new in like, I don't know, 2014 or 15. It's a Dell. It's decent. It can run most things. It just isn't super powerful. And I could always upgrade it if I wanted to. So I might even just go that route. But might not. Good morning, Somber, or afternoon. It is definitely afternoon now. But good afternoon, good morrow.
Good somber. Good somber, man.
Yes, if I had a
Trying
desktop
to
that was
banana.
able to do VR, we could play Squadrons, and Squadrons would be fun because that game looks amazing. That's one of those experiences that I really miss out on. That Skyrim VR and Minecraft VR. Those sound like
But
fun,
if you
and I
play
can't.
Minecraft VR on the computer, then it's just
But I can't do the.
Minecraft.
I know not yes, but not if you had a VR headset that connected to
well,
it.
yeah, I already know that. But like, if you just played Minecraft VR on the computer, you'd just be
Yeah,
playing
desktop.
Minecraft.
I know that, but I want to play it in VR, and I can't do those things because.
I've heard that's actually like a workout because you gotta like actually punch trees and actually kill things.
Cool.
And run away from things.
I'd do it.
The
sounds
only way
like
you
fun.
can walk is like actually just running in place.
Well, that doesn't make unless you had foot trackers. You'd have to be able to use a stick. But the punching thing sounds accurate.
It is accurate.
Well, I believe you.
And like mining, you gotta go block.
Of course.
So you can just do it like this.
And good morning,
Pick up
Fearsome.
things.
Not sure if I said good morning earlier when you popped in, but good morning. If I did forget or did neglect, I apologize. I'm
Morning,
sorry.
day, noon, night.
And good morning / afternoon / good morrow.
Good morrow.
Good morrow.
That's not a thing.
It is actually.
That's just like after midnight. You know. No.
Yes, little reluctance I sense there, Somber. Just a little reluctance in your. Sure. Morning for like 13 minutes. Yeah, like I said, woke up late, wasn't feeling too well, so it's an afternoon. Blood and beans.
I have died.
Something hides in the river mist. Want to put this out there too. Friday's stream. It is all done. It has been reworked and will be coming out on Wednesday with sound effects and all the screw ups cut out of it and stuff like that. So I just wanted to put that out there as well. I know I said I might have been able to put that out soon, and I was able. So it's happening. Also want to put this out there too. I mean, I keep on discussing it, but it is now done. The story that should be dreaded. The story that I've warned everybody about, the one that when I came out with my channel, the new one 2 years ago, was like, yeah, you guys aren't ready for this story yet. You're not. It's done. It's actually uploaded and awaiting to be published. For those of you that might have missed the Friday stream and the Friday discussion, that story will be comes with multiple warnings. Discretion strongly advised. This story might not be for you. If you're offended by more shocking type content, don't watch this video. And it will be full premiere value. It is going to be premiered. It's going to have the nice, let's begin intro, my live action sequences and stuff like that. But it is not being released on a Saturday. It's going to be released on a Friday at midnight. It's the idea anyway. Just wanted to let you guys know that after discussing it with you multiple times through multiple streams and everybody saying, do it, just do it. It's done. It's coming. So just be warned. If that kind of stuff is not your thing, don't watch that video. And if you decide to anyway, and you find yourself like upset or offended, please don't be mad at me.
Yeah, I will not be watching this stream.
It's not for no, it's not a story for
I
you.
will be watching
You're not allowed.
Minecraft in my room.
You're not allowed to. It's going to be a midnight thing, so you're not going to be able to.
Well, I'll probably still be up. I just won't watch it.
Yes, you'll. Okay, so you'll be able to make it at midnight. That's good. That's good. And ISB is ready. I just want to make sure you guys are all prepared. And don't worry, it's not going to sneak up on you. If you see the video after it's been premiered and you accidentally click on it, you're still going to have all kinds of warnings. It's going to have NSFW in the title. It has an explicit text warning in the beginning. Don't watch. Viewer discretion strongly advised. And then it has another video intro warning with me personally, basically saying the same thing. And then it moves into, the elaborate, let's begin intros and stuff like that. So you're going to have fair warning no matter what, even if it's accidental. If it's something that's not your taste, you'll I'll make sure that you don't, you're aware and you're not like accidentally listening to it. Fuzzy remembers that video. Devane, the title of the story that I keep alluding to is called Dead Girls Shouldn't Have Sex. It is by far the most vile thing that I've ever written and have never narrated once, only narrated once. It got really good reactions on my old channel. A lot of thumbs up, not too many thumbs down, a couple. There was a couple. A lot of thumbs ups. A lot of people, said they were absolutely disgusted.
Why
and
are you calling likes thumbs up?
I don't know.
Why?
Because I do. Because I'm old. Because I'm ancient. But everybody basically said, they felt disgusting. They're disgusted and violated, and they loved it.
I'm disgusted and
like that was all one comment. So I'm taking that as good feedback. Oh no, it was on YouTube on my old channel. My old channel was Sociopathic Pasta. It was active for about 4.5 years, and I had 20,000 subscribers. And it got deleted because basically I made a mistake. Nothing malicious or anything like that. Basically, during year one, I had no idea really how the process worked. Like most people that really don't when they first start. So I wasn't just reading stories off the Creepypasta Wiki. I was reading them off of other places as well. Places like urbanlegendsonline.com. I never monetized my channel. I never monetized any videos. Always credited the author in the title and always included the link to the story in the description. If anybody ever did want me to take a video down, they usually email me and say, hey, can you take this down? No problem. So it was, like I said, I read, my first year. The stories I'm referring to here are from my very first year. Keep that in mind. So then fast forward 4 years, about 4 years. And apparently this author finally found that I read 3 of his stories on my channel, not narrated or anything like that, they were narrated, not monetized or anything like that. He didn't email me to ask me anything. He just reported all 3 videos at the same time. So because of that, YouTube just automatically terminated me because I got 3 reports. And that was the end of that. So that's how my first channel got terminated. It was basically because I read someone else's story that I wasn't supposed to, and I didn't really understand it at the time. But and he wasn't one of these people, pretty sure. But there are some people that do sign contracts that, this story won't appear anyplace else but these places. So even if you're giving someone free promotion or something along those lines, it could violate something. Now, I wish somebody would just email me and ask. Sure, no problem. I'll take it down. The creator of the 1999 series or story, whatever, he emailed me and asked me to take down my 1999 stories, which were actually like, based on true life events about me being stalked by somebody claiming to be Mr. Bear.
Wait, you were being stalked?
Yeah, that's what those stories are about. Yeah.
I was being stalked. I can go to school and tell my friends, hey,
So I had to take, even though these were, based on true events about me and my life, I had to take those down. I didn't really fight the guy too much on it because I can't. What can you really do? He can just go and strike all these videos at once and take the channel down. So didn't really have a choice. But yeah, so that's what happened to my old channel. It wasn't because I did anything malicious or anything bad to anybody. It wasn't because I was stealing someone's work or anything like that. It was literally over a misunderstanding. Go ahead.
Everybody, I have a question to ask you. Okay, this is very important. What should I do? Should I make an egg or learn how to make French toast for breakfast?
Egg. I already know how to make it.
Egg.
Go egg.
I'm not... Chat. Help. Not family. I don't trust them.
French toast.
But I like French toast.
Fearsome says French toast. So go try French toast.
Thank you. I'm going to go look up how to make French toast.
Yeah, that's true. You could do both if you want. So yeah, those videos, no, they're not available anywhere. There are some people that did download, some of my videos. I believe Frank the Tank actually sent me all of my Locust Lakes. I actually had those all downloaded, but he's like, I have them all if you need them. So there were some people that downloaded some of my videos. You might see, some of my other my collaborations, like with Candle Cove and stuff like that. Those are still up. And if you Google sociopathic pasta, you'll still find all kinds of information. It's why I have more Twitter followers than I do YouTube subscribers, is because it's the same Twitter account for both of those channels. So, but yeah, that story is coming soon. It is done, and I could release it at any time. But I don't want to take focus away from the Locust Lake finale and the Dreamscape finale. So I'm thinking September 17th at midnight is when that story will premiere. So we'll get that out of the way in September. Some other really cool collaboration projects coming in September. Don't want to reveal too much about that. And boy, oh boy, we're going to kick October off with a freaking bang. I mean, the first premiere in October 2nd. Don't miss out. It's going to be epic, and that's the beginning of October. Got a lot of great things planned. First channel got taken down about 2.5 years ago. I actually was out of town on business. I went, I believe it was Colorado, to business, and when I came back, I went to log into my YouTube channel after 2 days of being gone, and I wasn't unable to log in. So then I went and checked my email and found out that my channel was terminated. And I did, try to get a hold of YouTube and let them know what happened, what was going on. But you know how YouTube is. They don't care, especially for 20,000 subs is a lot, but to YouTube, that's not, you're nobody. So they really didn't care. Yeah, if you look me up on YouTube, the first thing that should come up is actually Spooky Boo. Her video telling people where to find my new channel. You will also find another sociopathic pasta there. It is a Russian sociopathic pasta. That is actually because of a fan. During my first year of narration, one of my Russian fans who also spoke English wanted to spend a lot of his time telling the stories that I was telling to his friends. They liked my channel, but they didn't speak English. So instead of doing that, he said, hey, can I make a Russian channel version of you and translate your stories? And I said, absolutely. That sounds really awesome. So he did only end up doing 2 stories. But that channel is still up. Russian Me is still there with those 2 stories. So that's the story behind that guy. Oh, through Spooky Boo? Yes. Spooky Boo, yes, did a thing on her channel. to make sure and she mentioned me on her podcasts, I believe, as well. She was actually a key element of this channel being a thing. My last channel, when it got deleted, that was a really big hit. Sociopathic Pasta was a huge part of my life, and have that taken away was really disappointing and really upsetting. And I was going to be done. Interest in creepypastas had waned. My views were kind of going down and stuff anyway, and I was like, well, maybe I should just walk away at this point. And Spooky Boo got a hold of me, asked me what happened, and when I told her what I was planning on doing, she didn't get mad at me, but she let me know that I should come back for my fans, for the people that missed me, and show them, try to get my channel terminated or start a new channel or something to come back for them, to show them that I'm not going to give up on them. And I had a responsibility to my viewers. And she was right. How do you argue with that? So she ended up doing that thing on her channel as well. And so did Swamp Dweller. There was like a good solid month there, or maybe even more, where his video intros opened with him bumping my new channel, telling people what happened and to come sub to me. Before I even had a video uploaded on this channel, I had 900 subscribers because of the community. So that everything coalesced together to a point where I was beside myself with amazement. This community helped bring back that part of my life. It helped bring me back from the dead. It's something that I'll never ever forget, and it's something that I'll always be trying to pay forward. Always. Really means the world to me. And then Spooky Boo also got a hold of me, and I didn't ask, she just got a hold of me and said, you can take your Kindle books and turn them into paperbacks. And I was like, what? So because of Spooky Boo, I also have now published paperback books, and I'm working on my 7th book. So much love to the horror community, and much love to Spooky Boo, Swamp Dweller. Gothic Rose was another really big one that helped push people towards my new channel. Just big thanks to everybody. Black Eyed Blonde, Mr. X Dreams. Can't thank the community enough. All of them. Grimtail Brothers, Tales to Chill. These guys resurrected me. Well, again, Somber, I'm really happy I came back too. And that's the thing. If I didn't come back, I would have never have met you. We met at the horror convention last year. So that wouldn't have been a thing. My Discord wouldn't have been a thing. So the horror convention would have never been a thing at all. A lot of things wouldn't have happened. So I'm very, very happy that I am back as well. Very, very happy that, somebody kicked me in the ass and I had the support of my family behind me to help me, try and regrow and at least reestablish my name a little bit. And the good thing is I might not have the subscribers, and I've realized this. I might not have the subscribers or even the views and interest that I used to. And I kind of understand why that is. A big part of it is YouTube has changed. Not a lot of people watch YouTube anymore, and a lot of people are moving to true stories, true crime, true horror. And I've always promised fictional, or at the very least based on true events, but mostly good old-fashioned horror, like Tales from the Crypt. And it's what I'm going to do, no matter what. I'm not changing that format. But I did realize that I still have my notoriety. I don't have the viewer base and subscriber base and all that stuff. But whatever. But people still know me. People still know who the other narrators remember me. They know who I am. So it looks like I've lost something if you're looking at numbers. But in reality, I really haven't lost anything. And in fact, I've actually only gained through all of this because I've gotten to know more people. I've gotten to reintroduce the Locust Lake series to people that have never heard it before. So there's been a lot of good that came out of this. And now I'm monetized. I basically only produce my own work and work that's been written by my own co-authors, so I don't ever have to worry about the same problems again of people reporting my videos because they don't want them up and they don't email me. Um, and it's a little more challenging. I agree, because I'm doing it off the back of my own work, my own stuff, my own work. But it's also that much more rewarding as well. So there's good points in everything if you look at it hard enough. And sometimes you don't even got to look that hard. Sometimes if you're just too focused on the negative, you're just not seeing the positive of it all. So it really was exactly what I needed to not only gain everything that I've gained, but also to reinvigorate me into producing and writing more, and now having books published. That wouldn't have happened on my old channel. So I'm happy. But yeah, those videos I don't think are available really anywhere else. You might find one here or there on like Daily Motion or something. People did that all the time. They'd download my videos and re-upload them on their own stuff, which whatever. Sometimes it bothered me, but imitation is the highest form of flattery. So, well, I encourage a lot. If you're interested in writing, I'm willing to bet you have the potential to be a good writer. I've helped coach and cultivate some authors. Some I still talk to on a regular basis. And I have a feeling like if you're interested in, then probably all you need is a little encouragement. So if you want Fearsome, I do narrate submitted stories. You have my Discord. Whip something up and send it over in an instant message. I'd be more than happy to give it a read, and if I'm able, narrate it and put it up. And we'll see what we can do. Hey, Alternative Night. Good afternoon, sir. How are you? I'm very happy that you were able to pop in. Don't worry about being late. This is just a very casual stream. No real topics or, talking points. Just bantering back and forth. So that's what we do. Yeah. The Tin Man, huh? I'll have to, has anybody narrated it yet? I typically only try to read exclusives. There are some exceptions to this rule. Like Beautiful Nightmare. She's an author and she narrates some of her own stuff. Not all of it yet. Some of it I've narrated before she's gotten to it. But those might be some exceptions to that rule. Usually, I like to keep it exclusive. It's kind of like, I don't know. I promise people that most of the work on the channel is exclusive. So I'm just trying to keep that promise. But again, if it's already been narrated, send it over anyway. There's a good chance I will give it a narration. On your own channel. Okay. Well, then that's perfect. Send it over. I'll have a listen, and I'll give it a narration. I kind of need some submitted stories anyways. I'm running a little bit low on stories for Tuesday Tidbits. So please send me stories to read. Please. And I also want to apologize to all the content creators here. I know a lot of you guys make content. Alternative Night, Somber's getting into it. Fearsome makes content. A lot of you guys are also content creators. I do apologize if I'm not able to always get to your channel and view your content. Or if I'm not able to view all of it or be there all the time. And I'm sure that you probably understand this as well. Being someone that works 55 hours a week, and I'm an author, and I do all my own narrating, and I do all my own editing, and also I have a family and stuff like that. It's hard to find the time to be able to get to everybody's channel, have a good listen, leave a comment, share around. I'm sure that some of you have noticed that I do it from time to time. Basically, if you post something in my Discord, I'll try. I can't guarantee, but I'll do my best to at least once or twice a week go through, have a listen to what people have posted in like the Sickle or the Projector in my Discord, and then give it a like, share it on Twitter, and leave a comment if I remember, stuff like that. So just want to go ahead and just put that out there. If I'm not there all the time, it is not because I don't like your content. It's not why. It's because I'm also a content creator. So I'm just working on my own content a lot. Cool. Okay. Yes, please link it in the Discord. I believe, Fearsome, I'm already a sub. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I'm already a sub, and I've had a listen to a few of your videos. In fact, I'm 99.9% sure because I think we've had this discussion. Yeah, pretty sure I've commented on your videos. I've heard your work. By the way, Fearsome, if I'm thinking correctly, you do fantastic work. So if somebody, you don't know Fearsome Hero, please go check out her channel. I'm guarantee you're going to agree. And again, she writes. She's an author. She's an author who narrates her own content. She's very, very good at voice acting, not just reading. So, you guys that listen, you know what I mean. Some people read, some people act. Fearsome's an actor. So, yes. Let's go listen, go sub, go share. She definitely deserves more attention than what she gets. And I will do my very best to, try and share more of your content and stuff like that as well. Oh, I did not see your comment, actually, to ask if I was a furry. No, I am not a furry, and you don't have to be sorry. No apologies necessary. I'm not offended. To each their own. It's not a problem with me, but personally, no, I am not. Yeah, I'm already a sub of Fearsome's. I believe checked her channel out. What was it, 2 weeks ago? We were talking in the Discord, something like that. Might have been a little bit longer. But it was right about that time. Then I went through your channel, listened to a few videos. I know I at least bumped one of them. But you do really good work, and the fact that you narrate your own writing, and some of those stories, all of them that you narrated, are fantastic. The fact that you wrote them yourself, it just adds another level of amazement. And I'm always very, very happy to meet another author. Always very happy to meet another author. A lot of people know me as a YouTube voice actor or YouTuber, content creator. Very few people know me as an author. And I'm both, probably equal parts, both. So I'm not offended by this or anything. But it's always cool to get to know somebody on that author level. Oh, King Spook? Yeah. I've worked with him. He's actually read a few of my stories. Mickey's House of Pain. That's written by L.W. Sutton. That's my story. He's also narrated with me on my channel, Fear Weather Friend. It's one of the first uploads. I think it was the first upload on this channel. Features King Spook. Yeah, he's actually a really good guy. I like King Spook. He's awesome. Very, very nice person. Very down to earth. He's very real. He's not fake at all. Starting the stories, typically my biggest difficulty as well. A lot of people say ending a story is hard. It's not. Stories typically end themselves for me. I never really find that too difficult. Starting a story is, where do I start this? How do I start this? Do I start it epic and exciting and action-packed, or do I start it story-driven and reflective? Ending usually comes naturally, depending on the plot and the characters that are written. Yeah, actually, it's the opposite problem for a lot of people. A lot of people have no problem starting a story, and the ending is always a little bit tricky, right? I can name a few people, like M. Night Shyamalan. Just, they have no problem starting a story, but the ending just doesn't quite stick. Like they go to land this, they do a triple indie, and then they land on, then they do a belly flop. Some people are like that. They do struggle a little bit more with an ending. I struggle with the beginning. The landing will usually stick itself. Again, share, please, rate in the Campfire server, and then you can also post in the projector. You can post in the sickle, the pole saw. Post away, Fearsome, but make sure you post in the Campfire as well, please. That's always the catch-all. because I don't always see everything right away that goes into the other server, onto the channels. But I typically, not all the time, but typically see what goes into the campfire. About M. Night Shyamalan, I could get into another rant about M. Night Shyamalan, but I'm trying to avoid it. I think I've said everything that I can say about the man douche. Excuse me. Sorry, I've been talking a lot, and my coffee is, was non-existent there for a second. My throat got a little bit dry. So yeah. Anyway, re-say that. I've got no problem talking about the man douche, but I could. I don't want to. I've said everything I possibly can say about the guy. Not much good, and I give credit where credit's due. A lot of his ideas are good. They're a good premise. He usually starts a story well. It's like doing that triple Indy into a pool and then landing with a belly flop. That's that guy's movies. It's all of his movies, all of them. And it makes me upset because, damn it, I know how to write a twist ending, not him. I'd like to teach him. To just sit the guy down and be like, listen, all right, so this is where you went wrong. Let me show you how you should have done this. Anyway. That's actually a really good question, Fuzzy. I think she self-titles, but I'm not sure. I think the ones that she doesn't list the author. I'm gonna guess that, and that's kind of what I was going on as well when I was going through your channel, Fearsome. I'm assuming the ones where you don't list the author in the title are the ones that you've written yourself. And I do usually check the descriptions though if I don't see an author, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't always remember, and that's. Sometimes it's a good thing because I'm so into the story, I just completely forget to check the description. Be like, oh, who wrote this? But Fearsome's a fantastic author. She's a fantastic narrator. Highly recommended. Please go check her out. Very underrated. Hey. We need to change this. We should start a movement. Like people not knowing, and that's what it is. It's just that people just don't know that Fearsome exists, I think. Not enough promotion maybe in the community. So I think we should just let people know like this awesomeness exists and you're freaking missing out. Good stuff. Well, yeah, so if you don't promote, that's what the community's for, right? We'll promote for you. Now, I do encourage self-promotion. Some people don't. Shameless self-promotion. I believe in my work. I believe in the writing that I do. I believe in the narrating and acting that I do. I edit all my own videos, unlike some other people out there. I know a lot of people do as well, but some people don't. It takes a lot of work. And I believe in it. I go back and listen and I enjoy those stories. So it's not, hey, come listen to me because I want the attention. It's, hey, come listen to this because you might not know it exists and you'll like this. You'll want to know that this exists. So it's more about that. I just want to contribute to the horror community, and I enjoyed being a contributor to the genre. So it's just want to put it out there for that reason, so the rest of the community can enjoy it as well. Yeah, I post in every Discord server I'm on, and I post on Twitter, and I post in like 15 different Facebook groups as well. Not every video, but it's almost all. Ones that I self-write, I post in more because I have a lot of groups that I belong to that are author groups. So if I didn't write it, I won't post in there. But if I did write it, then obviously I will. So I got no issues with self-promotion. I think that just like fan service, it gets a bad name, right? Like, okay, fan service, but if you do it right, what's so wrong with giving your fans what they want? It's not a bad thing, fan service, if you do it right. Promotion for the right reasons, I don't think is a bad thing as well. So yes, we'll promote for you, just like Alternative Night said. It's what we do. Like the community helped bring me back, and I want to pay that forward. I've helped some, not all, but I've helped some budding content creators and authors come into their own a little bit and help to get their names out there a little bit, and I want to continue to do so. I feel like I owe that to the community as well. One hand washes the other. And that was always the goal with sociopathic pasta anyway. It's actually why I called it sociopathic pasta. Everyone's like, why didn't you call yourself psychopathic pasta? Because sociopathism has to do with a social dynamic, not an internal mental dynamic. Being a sociopath speaks more to interactions, how you interact with the social group. Basically, it was all of us banding together. That's why I read submitted stories, read other people's stuff too, like Slime Beasts, Abandoned by Disney, and stuff like that, which is the culmination of social interaction. Because I'm one of you. I'm a content creator, I'm a voice actor, I'm an author, but first and foremost, I'm a fan. I absolutely love horror. Grown up with it. My house is dedicated to video games and 80s horror. I love horror. So, first and foremost, I am a fan. I am a viewer. I am one of you. It looks like we've been on for about an hour and 6 minutes. I'm going to just have this cigarette real quick. And I said I was going to go back to my vape. And I've been good. Been weaning down. Yeah. And then I'll close out the stream after it is gone. I do try to post regularly. I've actually, except for when my old channel got shut down and had the student start a new channel, beyond that, over the course of 6 years, never missed an upload. Not one. And I promised everybody every Saturday. And then when I came back, it was every Saturday only. And then it was every Saturday and Tuesday. And then it was every Saturday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Never miss an upload. Not one. And if you don't have a schedule, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you do have a schedule, and I'm not talking about people that have health problems and they get on their community tab or on their Twitter. And I'm more or less speaking to some bigger YouTubers that, they don't tell people, hey, you're not going to get a video today. But when you promise people 3 to 4 to 5 videos a week, and you're not even putting out 2 videos a week, and your videos are still, everyone that comes out says 3 to 4 to 5 times every week, and you're just blatantly lying to your audience, that to me it's not good. It's not a good look. And if I can commit to 6 years of 3 videos every single week and never miss an upload, like, there's no reason you can say 2 to 3 to 5 every week and not keep that. You're already being vague with your number as it is. And if you can't keep that schedule, then, change your intro. Stop lying to people. But yeah, just picking on one of my favorite larger YouTubers. I had to kind of bust his balls. I'm sure he has no idea that I exist. Just wanted to put that out there. It's one of those things that kind of irk me. But if you don't have a schedule, if you've never, had a schedule for your channel, not keeping an upload schedule, that's completely different. If you have something, come up where, it's a health issue or something, tragic in your family or whatever your personal issues are, I mean, that's fine. That's understandable. That's personal, right? But to keep cranking out the same content with lies in the beginning of every intro, that's not the same. That's making a promise every video and not keeping it with every single week that goes by. Yes, I will quit smoking by New Year's again. Actually, I'll be quit ISB completely by October. Well, I'll be done, probably 2 weeks from now. It was just because I couldn't go. Getting a vape and vape juice in New York State now is very, very difficult. So I had some issues with my vape and wasn't able to remedy it right away. So I went back to smoking, and because I smoke and I vape, I smoke a lot. Now that I got my vape back, I am back to mostly vaping, but still do have the occasional cigarette because it's hard habit to break. But I'm down to like 5 a day, so it's much better than like a pack and a half. So I'm working my way down, and I'm doing good. And I agree, Somber. Quality is the most important. And I'll be the first to admit, my quality isn't as well as I would like it to be. And maybe I'm my own worst critic. And, my videos, all of them, every single one, every week is absolutely flawless. I don't believe that. Nobody's flawless. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. So yeah, I mean, you might sacrifice some quality too for having a schedule because you have that demand, right? But that's why, again, I started small with 1 video a week. And then once I got the hang of how to make a video, how to edit, and I was able to cut that time down to where 1 video takes me an hour and then I'm done. And then I was able to up that to 2 and then 3. And I think that's key. Like, you have to really refine your process before you start committing to grander things. Oh, Alternative Night, also fantastic content creator, writes his own stuff as well. Check him out. Again, doing yourself a disservice if you don't. And also, again, I will try my best to check out more of your content as well. Because it is really good, and I do enjoy sharing your stuff, because just like my own work, I believe in it. I listen to it, I know how good it is, I know the attention it deserves, I believe in your work. So please go check out Alternative Night's channel. Check out at least some of his videos, give them likes, and share them around, and let people know what the freak they're missing, because they're awesome. Mr. PA Nightmares, how are you, man? At least I got to say good morning to you. I was gonna close out the stream here in a couple of minutes, but I'll let it pretty soon.
Guys, I made French toast.
And the child made French toast.
I did it.
Oh, she did a good job too. Is the stove off?
Yes.
Can you go double check?
I don't need to. I checked it like 3 times.
Okay. So, assume everything. Yes, it does. I agree. I couldn't have put that any better myself. I do realize that there are flaws in things in my videos. A voice in some of my older ones, even on this channel, where someone's voice is too quiet to be heard, and which led me to use Audacity and learn a little bit more about that program so I could amplify voices and clean up background noise and stuff like that. Like, I am aware of the flaws in my videos. I don't think that they're perfect, but I do believe in it. I do believe that if, people knew that they existed, they actually might find some entertainment out of it. So I have no problems self-promoting. And when I believe in someone else's work, like Alternative Nights, Fearsome Heroes, Somber Puppets, PA Nightmares, Beautiful Nightmare, Spooky Boo, I can keep going. There's a lot of fantastic authors and content creators that do not get enough attention. So I will do my best to keep bumping as many people as I possibly can. I do have a ridiculously busy schedule. But I do want you guys to know at least that I do what I can. I check out as many videos as I'm able, and I try to be as rounded as possible. Not just, promote one person's stuff. I try and, really spread it around. So, because I love you guys, and I know how much work goes into these videos and goes into writing these things. And I don't want to say pressure or stress, but the anxiety, I guess you could say, that goes into voice acting and editing and putting up on YouTube for all eyes to see something that you wrote and you created that came from your mind. It can be a little intimidating. Every time I do a story, like this Friday's, I just wrote that a couple months ago. Something hides in the river mist. I liked it, especially once I went back and listened to it, cut out all the mess ups and added the sound effects. I like that story. I like it. But when I read it this Friday, I was nervous. I'm always nervous putting on. It doesn't matter how long I do this, or how well I think I like something. It's always nerve wracking putting out my own stuff. So, huge pat on the back, props, and much love for all you guys. That even if you don't write, if you paint, if you draw, if you whatever it is that you do, if you're putting it out there for other people to see, first off, thank you. Thank you for sharing. I absolutely love artwork, especially fan art. Absolutely love meeting new authors and reading their work. Love meeting new voice actors and interacting with some of my favorite voice actors. I can't express the love I have for this community enough. You guys are all epic. Love you all. I mean, I wasn't fearsome how long I was going to do it as well. Then I realized how much I enjoy it. How much I enjoy writing, creating worlds, creating people, squashing them like a bug. I love it. I love being a contributor to the genre, and being a member of the horror community. So I don't know if I'll ever stop. Don't know if I'll ever stop. I think I'm in it to win it now. So, all right, guys. I'll give it like another 2 minutes, so I can go ahead and just comment back to any comments that were posted in the comments section here in the chat, and let you guys fire off any more questions or anything else you want to throw at me. So, yeah, and then we'll go ahead and we'll close out the stream. And I do want to thank you all for stopping in. I really do. Thank you for spending your Sunday with me. Sunday afternoon, as it were.
Sunday something or other.
Thank you, ISB. And I love you back, man. And I've heard that from a lot of people as well. That my voice is soothing, even though it's horror. I have a very soothing voice, apparently. I put people to sleep. I take that as a compliment. I know some people might be like, "Oh, I put you to sleep." But no, if you find my voice that soothing, awesome. And if I'm part of your helping you to go to sleep at night, I'm one of those things you listen to, that you turn to be a part of your evening, to help you get a good night's rest. Again, that's awesome. The fact that, and I've said this now over the course of the past few weeks multiple times, the biggest reward that I didn't expect, because I did expect that, the possibility that people could like my work, the fact that I am now a published author, these are all rewards that I kind of saw could happen. I saw them coming. I saw that they were possibilities. The best reward of being an author and a content creator and a voice actor isn't any of those things. It's actually the one thing I never saw coming: helping people. I can't tell you how many times in the comments to my videos, or how many times I'll get an instant message on Facebook or Discord. It's usually at least once a month, from a different person reaching out to me to say thank you, that I've helped them in their life in ways that I might not understand, and that they're truly grateful that everything that I do. And I write horror stories and voice act them for YouTube and put them out there as entertainment. I never expected to actually help anybody through this stuff, through doing this. That is the one reward that I did not see coming, and it's the biggest one. It's the one that I appreciate the most. It's the reward that I'll always cherish. Never realized that I could help somebody through writing about fictional horror stories. So it's very humbling. Absolutely. You guys can DM me on my Discord. And PA, it's well deserved. You're a fantastic author, and you're a fantastic narrator, and you've just started the scene. You do really, really good work, and and it shows. I mean, you've gained a following really quickly. Your streams or your premieres are usually full of awesome people. Um, it really shows that you put passion into your work, and I'm glad that I could help support you. But just like just like the movie Dumbo, I might be the feather to some people, or at some times for some people, but man, you never needed the feather to fly. You could do it all the time on your own. All I am is just there to just reaffirm that yeah, you're awesome. So just keep it up, keep doing what you do. Don't second guess yourself. Just run with it. Um, yeah, and I don't believe I'll ever stop, Fuzzy. I don't. The day I stop will probably be the day that I get ready to retire and start my book. And what I mean by I know, well, Sabian, you've published 7 books. No. This one's going to be different. It's not going to be a horror story. Someday, my life, my real life, is probably one of the most interesting stories. And I know everybody has tragedies. Everybody has a story to tell. People that know me, know my background, and have known me personally, like through my whole life. I've got a very, very interesting personal life story. So I would like to write an autobiography someday. I'd like to write it from basically each chapter is a chapter of my life, right up to my birth, obviously, the beginning, basically my very first memories, and how I was raised and stuff like that, and ending with me kayaking on a lake, thinking back on my life. So I've already got the beginning, I've got the ending, and I have all the in-between content. It would take some time to write it. It would be a very large book.
You do not have the ending. You are not dead.
Well, that's where I'd like to end it. I have the ending in my mind. And I'm assuming that at some point I will be kayaking on a kayak on a lake when I'm older.
Yeah,
But that's where and I will probably give the book to Shiloh, so that way after I do pass, my daughter can publish the book. And that will be my legacy to her. So I might retire from YouTube at that point, just so I could work on my book. Doesn't mean I'm going to retire completely from social media, but I mean we're talking like 20 years, guys. So I mean you've got tons and tons of time with me, and that's even if I decide to do that. I might just work on my channel at the same time anyway, and just keep that going too. I don't know what's going to happen that far away. I know I don't plan on really ever not writing and not narrating. And I also do know that eventually I'd like to write my autobiography. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Somber. It's very nice. I was shocked how welcoming and humble Sabian was when I first DM'd him about his writing. Thank you very much. That's a very good first impression to leave on somebody. And a lot of people do confuse that with me, because I'll also say in the same sentence, I'm awesome. Toot toot. Come listen to this story that I wrote. It's fantastic. I know how to write a twist ending. It sounds boastful. Sounds like I'm not humble. I take pride in my work. I do realize I'm not perfect. I do realize, but I love what I do, and if I believe in it, I'm going to show that. I don't think that I'm the best person in the world. I don't think I'm the best writer that there is ever. It's more or less like walking a very fine line between humility and self-pride. And self-pride is not a bad thing. It's something that people will tell you, and then in the same breath tell you, you have to like yourself first. You have to take pride in your appearance, but don't be prideful. It doesn't make sense. It's a walking contradiction. It's okay to be prideful about the things that you do if they deserve it. It's not bragging if you back it up. If you really believe in what you do, show people that you believe in it. But also have some humility. Know that you're not the greatest person, no matter who is. That's something that changes minute by minute. Nobody's the greatest person forever. Nobody's the greatest person for long. I try to be the best person that I can be every day. I realize that I'm not perfect, and I try to be even better the following day. Every day. So I absolutely love you guys. I really do. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, PA Nightmares. I knew of you as a writer, as an author for other channels and stuff like that. I didn't really know like who you were yet as a person. But when I was Sociopathic Pasta, I had known of PA Nightmares. That's why I knew already that you were a fantastic author, because your reputation preceded you, my friend. So, yeah, see, you put it great. You can think that you're amazing, just don't treat others like trash. I think that I can be amazing, and when I am, I will go ahead and show that I am amazing right now. I did amazing with this, but in the same breath, I'll also tell everybody I know you're just as amazing. You have the same potential in you, if not more. Be proud of yourself. So I try and pay that forward as well. People need to have a little bit more pride in themselves, a little bit more self-worth, especially, if you're a decent human being. Don't be afraid by that. But all right, so I think we're getting into philosophical territories that again, very deep conversations that could probably last for a good 3-4 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I absolutely love you guys to death. Thank you so very much for coming here today and hanging out with me on this Sunday afternoon. Thank you for all the support and love that you guys give back. I truly, truly appreciate it. Really enjoy working with the ones that I do work with in this channel. Look forward to working with the ones that I haven't yet worked with in this channel. And as always, I look forward to interacting with all of you. Because I'm a fan. I love horror. I'm a fan of horror, just like all of you. So, bro fist, sis fist to everybody out there. Love you guys. Have a fantastic Sunday. Please be safe out there. Hopefully, I'll see you guys this coming Saturday at the Locust Lake finale premiere. And beyond that, I'll see you on social media and comments and such. Love you all. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Gazooble flu. Goodbye.